Welcome, everyone. So today I'm going to teach you how to deploy a Solidity smart contract to Polkadot. And when I say Polkadot, we're going to deploy it to Polkadot's system parachain that supports Solidity, and that's Asset Hub, right? And if we look at the screen here, right now I'm on Asset Hub that's connected to West End. West End is Polkadot's test network. It's there's two main test networks. One is West End, the other one's Paseo. And you can see that this is the equivalent of, if I go to the Polkadot section, this is production, right? This is the Polkadot relay chain, and then there's Asset Hub there as well, right? So if we were ready for production, we would be doing the exact same thing, but here, okay? So we're going to be operating on West End, which is the test net, and that's what you see on the screen. It's producing blocks. You can see many blocks. So that's number one. The way that I got this UI here, it's a UI interfacing Polkadot. It's called Polkadot JS. It's called Polkadot JS apps, and you can find it on polkadot.js.org/apps. Okay. And the other thing that we need to make sure we have set up is an account. So this is a Solidity smart contract. We will be using MetaMask. You can see I already have the wallet extension on my browser here. And we need to set it up with that it's configured for this network here. So the way that I did that is I went into settings and networks, and then I already have it there. I believe I can show you. Let's see if I can say, click on that. Yeah, so you can see on my screen here, this is the information, the credentials, you could say, for the information for connecting to Asset Hub on West End, right? And I'll be sharing a link where you can see all this information. You can just copy and paste and set it up just like I have it set up here. Okay, so that's the other thing that you want to have set up. You want to have an Ethereum account. So I'm going to copy my address here. And you actually saw that I already have some Win tokens here, right? So how did I get this? So that would be the next step. You want to fund your account once you have your account set up and it's set up with a network, right? So the way that you do that, you just go to the Polkadot faucet, and I have the tab here, faucet.polkadot.io, and you select the network. So it's not going to be Paseo, it's going to be West End. And it's not going to be the West End relay chain, it's going to be Asset Hub on West End. And then here you just drop your Ethereum account and you say, get me some Win tokens. And once you click on that, you prove that you're not a robot. Uh, your account will be funded just like mine. It gives you a little bit less than 10. Okay. I think it gives you 10, but then it deducts fees, something like that. Okay. So this is more than sufficient for us for today for deploying Solidity smart contract. So once you have the tokens, we're ready to pick a Solidity smart contract and deploy, right? So I have another tab here called remix.polkadot.io. So you want this flavor of Remix. This is actually a forked version of Remix that works with a Polkadot tech stack. Okay, so it's remix.polkadot.io. And you can see on the left-hand side here, I have a few folders. The ones that we're interested in is we contracts, and we're going to pick the simplest contract. There's already one called storage.sol. And you can see there it is. That's the Solidity contract. You're looking at a Solidity contract. And inside of its state, you got number, and you have two functions. One is the ability to store a number, whatever number we pick, store it in state. And then the other one is to retrieve what is in state. Okay. So let's deploy this. So I'm going to compile it just by clicking here, compile. And then once it's compiled, I'm going to go here on the left-hand side and say deploy, and make sure you select West End here, and then make sure it's the account, and it should be funded. You can see my account's funded there. Estimated gas is fine, and just deploy. Okay, so it's going to prompt you to sign just like any other transaction. And once you sign it, you confirm with the MetaMask wallet, it's going to deploy. And there it is. It's deployed. Okay, looks like it's good. Okay, so if we scroll down here on the bottom, the contract is going to show up down here. I always like to pin it. So I'm going to pin it just so that, it doesn't get lost if I'm working with multiple contracts. And so it's deployed. You successfully deployed a Solidity smart contract to Polkadot, right? So just to prove, like, let's interact with it. I'm going to say I want to uh, store a value. Let's say 111 store. And you can see, got to sign it just like, regular transaction. And I'm signing it with MetaMask. Okay. It's stored. Okay. All right. So let's retrieve the value. It's the only other function that exists on this contract, right? So retrieve, there it is, 111. Okay. So that's how you deploy a Solidity smart contract to Polkadot. All right. So looking forward for you all to play around. Now, this stuff, everything that just discussed in this video, this is also available. I'll be publishing this as a blog post. So you can, like, if you want to like look at the written version of it, that's coming up. Also, if you want more in-depth information behind everything, like how it's working, you can go to contracts.polkadot.io, and everything I covered is also here, as well as like underlying architecture, right? Like how is this all working under the hood for Polkadot, right? So this is all here if you want to have all that great information. All right. Well, thank you. Happy hacking.